All right. Happy Thursday. We are back to
Hap,
Thursday.
yeah, happy Thursday. What's
How's
up? What's
everyone?
up?
Iran,
How's
how
my
are
new
you?
setup? How's my new
Yeah.
setup?
Oh my
I
God. Way better than
I
mine.
yeah, I told you I will get it at some point. It just was a matter of time, and I did it. It's not the final version, I guess. I have some tweaks to do. But tell me what do you think about it in the
Yeah,
comments
everyone
below?
in the comments, let us know. Let us know
If you
what.
have some ideas, if you think that I need to fix my lighting or something like that, just let me know. I try to be a professional as much as I can.
Yeah, Iran would like to create more content, of course, on Evmux. We do get a lot of feedback that people expect to have more videos to train them and educate them about all the new features we have in Evmux. So we definitely listen, and Iran is going to take the role of creating amazing content about everything related to Evmux. So two things you can do. First of all, tell us what do you think about the setup, and secondly, any videos you would like to see, of course, feel free to share now in the comments or, of course, in the Facebook group. We are in the process of creating a list of videos that Iran is going to create and upload them hopefully weekly to the YouTube channel. So stay tuned about that. But before we dive into it, Iran, how are you? How was your week?
Whew, good, intense but good. We are working very hard, like, but we just released new thing, and I think that encapsulate the whole hard work that we are doing here in Evmux. So definitely, it was a
Amazing.
good week. Yeah,
All
good
right.
week.
So before we kick off, just to
How
make sure
was
that
yours, by the way?
mine is boring. Don't worry about that.
Because I got back to have like time difference between us. So
Yeah. It's better like that, though. I have the
yeah,
distance. All good.
yeah,
See you
yeah, I
once a
like
week
it.
in the town hall. It's good enough.
Yeah, yeah, I
Anyways,
like it.
in the town halls, what are we doing here? Every week, we are going live for half an hour to update you with any updates of Evmux, listen to any questions you might have, any feedback. So really, this is kind of our time together. So please take advantage of it and let us know everything. It doesn't have to be related to the content of today or the topic of today. It can be about everything related to Evmux and even everything related to content creation. Specifically today, we have a nice announcement. You see it in the title about pre-recording Simulive. So we'll explain about that a little bit more. But before that, first of all, let's say hi to people in the comments. Please let us know where are you tuning in from. It's always nice to see people from around the globe. So we just do it quickly, starting with Darius saying, looking forward to this feature. All right. Yeah, I know a lot of people really
A
look
lot
forward
of
to
people waited for it. Yeah.
it. What we have here, we have Tejano time. Shout out from Dallas, Texas. Hello, how are you, sir? Good to see you here. And we have
Hello,
John Giles
hello.
saying, hello, family. How is everyone doing from South Africa? All right. Thank you for joining. We have Boom Bap Nation. Hello, New Jersey. All right. I think it's pretty cold now in Jersey and in the Midwest, right? I hope that everything is fine for you. We have Alex from Denver, Colorado. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Um, Whiskey, let's go. Same question. Any update? I think, Whiskey, that this is what you're asking for, the pre-recorded Simulive, but correct me if I'm wrong, right? So maybe it's your announcement today and it's your lucky day. We have Idris. Hello, hello. We have the Education Natural. Hey, all. Um, we have Christian saying, I'm pretty sure Elias' mic is not that one in front of him, so a lot of room noise. Now, actually, Eli, I guess you mean a lot, right? So it's my mic, but this room here, yeah, it has a lot of echo. I need definitely to have a better setup. So sorry about that. I hope that still you can hear me loud and clear. And Christian is giving a comment to Iran, looking good, Iran. All right, Iran, you see,
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
plus one. Oh,
Plus
so
one.
so Whiskey is asking a video about how to use dynamic layout in the ProSims. Okay, man, this is going
It
to
doesn't exist yet, but it was
exactly.
it was let's say uh, it was a rough week for us around this thing specifically because we argue a lot in the office about how to tackle it and what will be the best way to tackle it actually. So stay tuned. It will be there soon, and we hope that we will crack it the best way for you to elaborate it. So, and definitely we will be open to hear from you after that about things that you are stumble upon and how you see things and what will work for you the best. So definitely stay tuned.
Sounds good. All right, we have Wed Jen Big. I guess I pronounced it correctly. Hello from
For
Massachusetts.
me, it's much harder right now. I have a teleprompter that I put on top of the screen, and I'm trying to. I have another mobile device that presenting on the teleprompter, but it's not mirrored yet. So I getting the comments like it was improvised like a few minutes ago. So
No one cares about your content. All right,
nah,
we
it's
have
not true.
back to the retro review. Texas here, Christian from Chicago, and we have Jim Lawyer here. Hello, everyone from Ultra Cycling Magazine Show in Ohio. All right, so we'll pause for a second. Thank you everyone for letting us know where you're from. It's amazing to see so many people tuning in. And yeah, I think we can start right with the big announcement of today. Iran, what do you think? Let's do this. Talk to us.
Yeah, so some of you know the phrase Simulive, and some of you familiar with the pre-recording definition, but those are the same actually. So from now, you can live stream a pre-recorded video from Evmux, and you can schedule it ahead of time, so you don't need to be in front of the computer. Just upload your MP4. Thank you, Elad. Just upload your MP4, set the right time for you that you want to go live, select the destinations that you want to do the live stream to, and voila, that's it. You don't need anything else other than that. So you don't need to get inside of the studio or something like that, like you did before, because till now, if you wanted to live stream a pre-recorded video, you will have to go to the studio, upload the video there, edit as a pro scene, for example. Then you need to leave the studio open, because otherwise it will close the stream after a few minutes. Yeah, it's a huge improvement, and we got a lot of requests around it. And finally, we have it. So start using it.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that, first of all, it's a feature request that we had for a long time.
Yeah.
And it has been like very high priority for us for a while. And just for people, again, to make sure we are all on the same page, you can record in Evmux or record in any other place. You have a video file. Now you would like to live stream this video, and so the experience for those watching you will be a live stream. They will go to YouTube to watch a live stream. But it's
I think we need to elaborate a little bit about the pros and of what does it bring to the table, because for some of you, maybe going live is only going live real time, but for beginners and people who are afraid to go live and shy a little bit for the beginning, it's a good practice for them to create a content, edit it before actually going live, because they're not going live, and then it will act on YouTube and all the other platforms as live. Actually,
you have a lot of
course you will. Yeah,
I'll give you an example. You record a podcast, okay? You do want it to be edited in a higher level rather than a live stream. So you conduct the recording, you edit it, and then you can live stream it to YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, as it is a live stream. So you enjoy all the benefits of the live chat and everything. And then you can also be there in the chat when it's streaming. So when people are really asking you questions, you can reply to them in the chat, right? Because the benefit of going live is that Eran and I, we're live now, so we see the chat, we can react to the chat. If it's a pre-recorded video live, then it means that we cannot really react to the chat, because we don't see that when we record, but we can be in the chat and reply in the chat. So different ways to tackle that. I can tell you about another great example that you can do in LinkedIn, for example. In LinkedIn, you can create an event in LinkedIn, invite a lot of your connections and everyone to the event, and then instead of going live, you can play it as a Simulive from Evmux. So it's like a live event, but you can be there. You can make sure that the content is well recorded, well edited, and of course enjoy from all the chat and connections. So
it's worth to mention that you can record your content on Evmux before, and you won't need to upload it, to download and upload it, because you can use existing recording that you have on Evmux to immediately doing the live stream from within Evmux, and without need to download and upload it again. Yeah,
and you can edit it in Evmux. Now still it's in the kind of basics of editing, but we're getting there, right?
We're getting there big time. It will be a huge surprise for all of you who using Evmux, because right now it's very basic, very basic yet. But in the near future, the edit capability of the editor, of the trimmer, what we call right now, will be much more robust. Yeah, that's the
I'll
word.
help you. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's about that. Of course, we have more announcements, so we would like to move forward, but please let us know in the comments what you think about that. Hopefully, you're happy about that. And of course, in the near future, in the Facebook group or anywhere else, please let us know what you think on how we implemented this feature and any feedback you have, because at the end of the day, it's for you. We want it to be intuitive, easy to use, but yet robust. So it's always this balance. If you have any idea, you think that we need to do things differently, please, we want to hear from you. All right, we'll go to the comments, but I do want to be respectful to everyone's time, and let's move forward with more announcements. So
yeah, those are small ones. So just,
that's good enough.
Always want to mention them. Another one is we released few new templates.
I wanted to make it more official. Now,
but we said small ones. This was supposed to be for the large one, I guess.
Next time I'll do it.
Few new templates. Thank you. We have a new animated text app in the Apps and Widget marketplace. When you add a new layer on your pro scene, go to Apps and Widget, you have a new one over there. New default assets when you are creating new scene. So when you are creating new scene today, usually you have your dynamic scene as by default, and you were needed to select. You was supposed to select a logo or background and things like that. Right now we are giving it with few default assets, so you can out of the box play with it, and you will have something to experience. What else? Something interesting that we fixed with the lower thirds. When you add the lower thirds and you are doing the rounded corners for speaker, guest, whatever, it was also cropping a part of the lower third. So we fixed this issue. Right now it's moving it a little bit inside, so it won't be cropped. And there are a few stuff in the lower third section, in the editor of the lower third, like notify you about when it disappeared and things like that. So now you have like an indication for that, because people sometimes, selecting options like hide after 10 seconds, and then it hides and they don't know where the lower third went. So we add some indications over there. And of course, we have some other things, but they are smaller. I don't want to take your time for that. And we are all the new announcement. Now, if you're familiar with the new box that we have in the studio, so after we are releasing new stuff, usually when you are entering the studio, you will get a prompt about those new features. So the one of you who didn't enter the studio today, once you will log in, you will see things like the pre-recorded and things like that. That's it. Let's dive into the questions, because I think we have a lot of questions.
Sounds good. Thank you, Eran. And again, thank you for the development team of Evmux for working like crazy to develop amazing new features. And yeah, I'm so excited, specifically this pre-recorded thing. We've been asked for it for so long. I'm like, I need it. And honestly, me myself, for my podcast, I want it. I want to be able to upload it to LinkedIn as a live event and not only as a video directly through Evmux. Amazing. All right, cool. Let's dive into the questions. So we have Christian starting today with, how do we make apps available in the store? Is there an API? Basically asking how external third-party developers can add apps to the Evmux apps and widgets.
I know it taking some time for us to release this. this part, like the public SDK and API, but it will happen soon. So stay tuned. We are going to release the SDK and the API to be open publicly. Stay tuned. You will have it, and you will have the ability to upload your own apps. In the future, you will be able also to, at the first phase, you will be able to use those apps for yourself. Next phase, you will be able to share it in the apps and widget marketplace. And the next phase will be to monetize it. So you will be able to, gain some money from it also.
We all love money, huh? Good.
Yeah,
nice.
I think. I don't know.
All right. Mr. Funk is saying actually something interesting. I'd just like to be able to change scenes without the comments tab changing to the layers tab each time. Basically speaking about that, in Evmux currently, you have like one box that controls comments, music, layers, banners, and you cannot see two of them at the same time. I cannot see comments and banners together. I cannot see layers and comments and banners together. From, the reason is we have specific limited real estate on the screen. The question is, do we have any solution to that? What do you think?
Yeah. So it's a great point that you are raising this right now, because it's also something that we spoke about in our last few meetings here. And I'm not sure where it stands, because I do remember that we spoke about leaving the comments open while you're moving between scenes. Stay tuned. I think it's something that will be released in our next release. So it will stay like that. If you are on the comments tab, it will stay on the comments tab, even if you're moving between the scenes. That's for now, if I'm not wrong, but I'm not sure about it. You can post it also in the Facebook group, and you will get the right answer, because I'm not sure about it. I do remember that we spoke about it.
All right, cool. We have Darius saying, great news, I will do this next week, referring to the pre-recorded Simulive. Yeah, Darius was one of the guys really asking for it, so definitely curious and looking forward to hear your feedback.
Curious or Darius?
Darius.
Yeah.
All right. We have Comic Book Chris. My granddaughter and I will go live after my daughter allows us. Okay, we'll do some pre-recorded ones for a bit. All right. Let us know how it goes for sure. And nice flag you have there. Thank you for that. All right. What else we have here? Okay. Elvlu, I guess, is asking, please add more than 9 scenes in the hotkeys. Thank you. Is it possible?
Yeah, the problem with it that we thought about when we implemented the hotkeys for the pro scenes was because you have the limitation of the numbers, of course, because on hotkeys you cannot, to do some command plus 13, because you can't type it and it won't recognize it. And I guess he means that he will add letters and things like that eventually. So it's basically, in most cases, it will be used by stream decks and things like that. We are definitely open to it. Not sure where it stands right now, but I remember that we also spoke about it. You can raise it also in the Facebook group. Again, just for us to be able to answer you after the show.
All right, cool. We have the Educated Natural asking, any special offer discounts coming up for your affiliates? Give us clients and you'll get money. What else do you want? You get 30% for the first year.
Actually, our affiliate program is pretty generous, because we are giving you 30% of the income that you will that you will generate from those users that you are referring to. For now, this is I think it's pretty generous, but let us know. It's something interesting that you are speaking about it. Let us know in the comments, or reach out to the support if you have something in mind, just for us to be able, to have in our internal meetings, and we will raise it up.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Just to mention, in the description of this live, you can see the link, the URL to become an affiliator of Evmux. Just mentioning that it's free. You just join, and then you can recommend Evmux to anyone and get 30% of it, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Christian is asking, can you interrupt the live and actually keep the stream going? I guess he means when you are doing the Simulive. Can you interrupt it and maybe go live yourself and then get back to it? Like, you can do it if you just go live with the process, obviously. But the question is if you can do it through the pre-recorded. I don't think so, right, for now.
I'm not sure if I understand it correct. To interrupt the live, if you can elaborate a little bit in the chat with other comments, just let us know. But if you mean to jump into the live, like we just
there is a follow-up comment, meaning, can you take over the pre-recorded and go live with camera mid-show at any point?
Yeah, this is what I thought. No, right now it's not possible. Yeah, I know why you are asking it, I guess, in terms of like engagement with the chat and everything, to go in the middle. But that's actually, you will tackle this in another way. Just go live with the studio, play a video, and then you will be able, in the middle to jump to the, I guess it will be better.
All right, cool. We have Martin is asking about the green screen. When are we going to get a perfect green screen background?
So it is something that we are working on. We have some potential partners that we are in touch with to help us to be there more better in that area. So stay tuned. Definitely, it's something that we are on it.
Cool. That's good. Larry Godwin is saying, it's a great feature when you know you'll be unavailable, but your audience is accused to you're live streaming at the same time every week. 100%. Another
custom made.
It's a costume made. Okay, whatever. Anyways, we all understand what you mean, Larry, and I totally agree. It means that you can still be consistent with when you create the content, although you're not necessarily available. So you can record it before and then Simulive the content and as if you are live. And yeah, definitely a lot of use cases, also events, for example, that they want the content to be really high-end produced and no mistakes and things like that, so they can make it look like that. We have a lot of clients that they do like Simulive, that you start pre-recorded and then you transition to live just for the questions. A lot of different ways to tackle that. Definitely a great feature to have, and I'm happy that you love it. Moving forward to more comments. Let's see what we have here. All right. Truth, Lies, and Political saying, I have a podcast and I'm not sure whether Pro is something that I need, but I'd like to try some of the things that it offers. So you do, when you say Pro, I guess you mean the
ProScenes.
Or ProScenes.
Yeah, it's also something that we are asking a lot about it. Sometimes people by mistake think that using ProScenes it's only available on the Pro plan, but it's not.
It's totally the opposite. It's even available for the free plan.
Yeah.
So if you mean to ProScenes, you can just try it anytime, even for the free plan. If you mean for the Pro package, then we do have a trial that you can go with to upgrade to the Pro for 7 days trial. And
for podcasts specifically, you will gain a lot of power using the local recording. that's actually pretty very specific for the podcast, niche, because you want to have your guest with the highest quality, and you want to make sure that if you are recording the podcast and you have some interruptions in the internet while doing the podcast, everything is recorded locally on the remote devices and then uploaded to the cloud. Of course, in the same time that you are recording the entire composition, but you will have like those separate tracks with the best quality for using it afterwards. So
Yeah.
definitely, if you are doing a podcast, and if you if you want to take it to the next level, definitely it's worth to try at least.
Yeah, and just to recap, you can try the pro package and the basic package with a free trial for 7 days. So you can just sign up to it through your Evmux account with one click of a button.
Also the business plans you can
Also,
test
the
with it
business.
yeah.
Go for it. All right.
Go for it.
We have Tracy Luna saying, "This is amazing and perfect timing. I wanted to do a pre-recorded live in February. Amazing. Let us know how it goes for you. Great, great. And of course, recommending all of you to test it before you really use it. Just
See,
test
we
it.
just released this specifically for you,
Yeah,
right before you wanted to do it in February.
exactly. So do it
Think
for
about if you will need it, if you were needed to do it like in December.
yeah, give it a try for a private unlisted YouTube or whatever, or just try it, let us know what you think, and hopefully it will be very helpful for your event. All right, I'll try to take a few more, just looking at the comments to see like real questions. um, all right, a question that we get more and more is, are there any plans to allow use of the web sources with a dynamic scene? Dynamic scene is great for unscheduled guests, but then we lose web sources. Please add it.
It's
So,
it's 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 related to the few comments before that you showed about like combining the dynamic scene with the pro scene. So as I mentioned before, just stay tuned. You will be able to use eventually the dynamic actually inside a pro scene, and then you will have, you know, the entire world of Evmux, and you will gain the all the power of using web sources, apps and widgets, other layers, composing the scene however you want, and have of course the ease of use of adding those guests that coming spontaneously to the live. You will be able to add them in a fast way to a specific area that will be presented as a grid, or you will be able also to set how it will be presented in that area, but it will add it directly to this spot without just drop it on the pro scene, and then you will need to resize and fix everything. It will be automatically. So
all right.
stay tuned.
Last question for today. And of course, thank you for everyone for joining and for asking so many questions. It makes us feel so good. So thank you about that. A drone is asking, is there a way to save a few scenes so they will automatically go from on live stream to the next?
That's interesting. Again, and it's amazing because you are raising here a lot of questions that we are speaking about them internally, like every day, because we understand the difficulties in some areas, and session is the exact one that people are having difficult with, because sessions eventually it's not one time session. Usually you're supposed to reuse the sessions again and again. So right now me and Elad on session called Townhall, and we are using it again and again every week because we have our design, we have our banners, we have everything in place. So it's pretty straightforward for us to go live, and this is how you should do it. Of course, we are going to change some terms and a little bit be more user friendly in that area soon. So one option for you is just stick with the same session if it's the same assets like images, videos, and things like that. The other option for you is to duplicate the session. Duplicate a session, you can simply do it by click on the checkbox next to that specific session. Then it will open for you a menu that will allow you to duplicate this session. Of course, you will need to select only one. If you will select more than one, you will have other options and the duplicate will be grayed out. You won't be able to duplicate few at the same time. So just select one and duplicate this one. You will get it with the processing that you set on the previous session, with the branding, with everything. So this is another option for you if you are really want to have different session for anytime you go live. But other than this, you should use the same session if it's using the same assets and same branding and everything.
Correct.
But stay tuned. You will see it will be a huge change in this area soon that will make much more sense for, I think, most of the people.
Sounds good. Excited for the future. Very happy from what we achieved so far. Thank you everyone for joining us today. It was great town hall. Super happy for the new announcements. Eran, thank you. Thank you to all the amazing team in Evmux, and thank you, our great community, Evmux family. Join us in the Facebook group. Let's keep the conversation going there, and we'll see you all next week in the next one.
Let me change colors behind me, something like celebration or I don't know. Let's do it fast. I don't know.
Oh wow! Yeah. Now you need to dance like this. All right. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
All right, I'm live. That was easy.